Congratulations to the class of 2021. Now seniors, we didn't practice this in rehearsal, but before you sit in your wet chair, you should probably put on your poncho. And staff, thank you. You're free to make your way to your seats.
Thank you for calling.
I just start two. I don't want to do both. Try. I think I'd rather use the whole thing on this one.
I can think of no better way to end this school year than to do it in the rain. Once again, welcome everyone. My name is Benjamin Bell and I am honored and privileged to be the principal of Ashland High School. I'd like to officially welcome you to Ashland High School's 130th commencement. Our venue has changed this year like so many things, but the spirit of the celebration has not. Welcome parents, family members, and friends. It's so great to see so many of you here in person. Welcome Ashland School District staff who have given so much of their time, effort, and commitment to prepare these graduates and to make this event possible. Welcome to our community members who support our schools with their time and donations. And of course, a big welcome to our graduating seniors, the class of 2021 here on the field tonight.
Can you just run this now?
They're here because of their hard work and the support of everyone here in the audience and those watching at home. This is a special community and I thank you all for being here. An event like this takes a team to put together. And I'd like to thank all the members of our graduation planning committee and our staff who are working here tonight to make this event possible. Thank you to the Ashland Police Department, Darren Lee Sound, Table Rock Sports, our maintenance department and office staff for supporting us to be able to put this event together. And I have to say that I am very grateful to be able to be here and stand in front of you all in person, in front of our graduates for an actual ceremony. Several months ago, it seemed doubtful that this would even be possible. So though this looks a little bit different than a traditional AHS graduation, we've done our best within the state guidelines to provide our graduates and families with a memorable experience. You're welcome to take pictures as we proceed. In addition to our live stream of this event, we'll also have a recording available on YouTube as well, and we'll share that link out tomorrow morning. Now I'd like to acknowledge the incredible work of the volunteer members of the school board who support and guide Ashland School District. Members of the board, when I call your name, please stand so that you can be recognized. School Board Chair, Eva Skuritovich.
Well, can you do this?
Vice Chair, Victor Chang. Director, Sabrina Prudhomme. Director, Tomas Montero Ringal. And Director, Jim Wester. Special thanks to this board for navigating the district through one of the most challenging times for our schools and community. In addition, I'd like to recognize Tomas as he departs the board. He stepped in midterm to help the district navigate this most difficult year. In addition, I'd like to thank Jim Westrick on behalf of the high school for his 9 years of service on the board. Let's give him a hand. I'd also like to acknowledge the work of our district office leadership with Superintendent Bogdanoff at the helm. Without their work and support, none of this would be possible. Additionally, I'd like to introduce Assistant Principals Rebecca Garmati and Becca Leroy. They're here on the stage with me and they'll be helping me out tonight. And finally, I'd like to recognize our teachers and staff. Ashland School District teachers and staff, wherever you are in the audience tonight, would you please stand so that we can recognize you? Play a role in preparing our students for graduation starting in kindergarten. I know how hard you work, how much you worry and care for your students, and how much you invest in their success. Thank you all. Class of 2021. When I look out at your faces tonight, I see resilience. This is not the senior year anyone would have wished for you. But everything that you've gone through has made you stronger. Graduates, this has truly been the most challenging year that most of us have experienced. And every graduating class has their own unique challenges. But there's been no graduating class in generations that have had to overcome the changes, challenges, and disruptions that you have. And yet here you are. You've made it. You've demonstrated resilience time and again, and it's been inspiring. We went into this year with the uncertainty of distance learning. Seniors, I imagine that you were unsure of what learning would look like this year and when you get to see your friends again on campus. And honestly, I wondered the same thing. We were in uncharted waters together, even if we were apart. We went into September 8th, the first day of this school year, nervous about how this new year would unfold. Would students even show up on Zoom? There were so many unknowns. To your credit, you showed up. You showed up to class with an open mind and with helpful attitudes. When teachers struggled with new technology, you offered helpful solutions. Of course, the first day of school ended too early because of the Alameda fire, which tore through our valley and challenged us all in ways that we would have never anticipated. In the days that followed, the donation center on our campus suddenly blossomed into a busy hive of activity. District staff, community members, and students, some of whom are on the field tonight, all worked together for weeks to support fire victims. Each donated item and each volunteer hour was an act of love and commitment with our community. You helped teach me, someone who is new to Ashland, that in this community, we take care of one another. At some point, we all got used to distance learning as the year continued. You figured out Canvas, you figured out Zoom, you got used to the awkward Zoom lag time when a teacher asked a question. You probably smiled to yourself when the video would freeze right at the perfect moment when your teacher was making a wonderfully awkward face. Distance learning seemed to go on so long, I began to wonder if I'd ever actually get to see real high school students on our campus. Eventually, though, in the spring, we got to the point where we could safely bring you back to campus. But even then, we had to suffer through our first very confusing hybrid schedule. I'm very sorry for that. No one could have predicted the path that this school year would take. In the process, you've honed skills that will serve you well for the rest of your lives. This graduating class has mastered the art of flexibility, adaptability, perseverance, and every one of you has gotten to this point because of your resilient spirit. That spirit was on full display the night that we hosted our first fun event of the school year, our movie night. We bought a special inflatable projector screen from Amazon to show the film Ferris Bueller's Day Off, a student choice, and a good one. All was going well until the wind picked up and blew our screen over. On top of that, the screen ripped. It was a good thing that we bought the warranty. We weren't even halfway through the movie and it looked like our evening was over. That was until our students decided that we could just have a dance party instead. So we turned the lights on, we blasted some music, and you danced and you smiled. You turned what could have been a huge disappointment into an opportunity to connect and have fun. Your resiliency was on display again when we hosted our prom. It was put together by our amazing leadership students and our teacher, Janie Hayden. You came dressed up with your masks on and with an open mind. You didn't complain about the new rules that you had to follow. Instead, you appreciated the opportunity you had to be together and you made the most of it. Again, it was your energy and attitude that made the night fun. Class of 2021, your resiliency is inspiring. You've managed to end a chapter of your childhood and education amidst a worldwide pandemic. You've gone through more uncertainty in your short lives than any of us would have wanted for you. But you being here today is a testament to your strength. You are strong. You are survivors. You, to quote the popular pandemic phrase from Glennon Doyle, can do hard things. You have done hard things and will continue to grow, accomplish, and achieve. Every one of you has worked so hard to get here. I wish I had the opportunity and the time to have gotten to know each of you better than I do. I trust that you're going to go into the next chapter of your life open-minded, true to yourself, and committed to lifelong learning. I'm confident that whatever life throws at you, you're going to be able to do more than just endure it. You're going to find a way to thrive. I am grateful to be your principal. I may be a new Grizzly, but I'm proud to be one. And remember, once a Grizzly, always a Grizzly. I would now like to introduce Michael Holden and Noah Aguilar, our student body presidents. Come on up to the stage. They've both done an amazing job this year. They've managed to build community and succeed despite all the challenges of this year. Their love for AHS has shown through as they did their best to make sure that students had a positive experience. Thank you both so much for your work this year, everyone, Michael and Noah. Friends, family, staff, welcome to the graduation of the class of 2021. First off, I would like to say, whew, we made it. An entire year at home without social interaction. But nonetheless, here we are, reunited with one another. Until a few short weeks ago, we didn't even know if we would be standing here, able to have everyone with us to celebrate this unique graduation. Facing one of our greatest challenges in our final year with this pandemic was a twist that no one saw coming. But today is not a day to worry about that. Today is a day to celebrate what we have accomplished. Four years ago, we came to the high school as short little freshmen, not knowing what to expect. And honestly, nobody could know what to expect, as these times have been far from normal. But regardless of our circumstances, we have done what high schoolers do. Discover new passions, endure hardships, create new friends, and learn from our many, many mistakes. Now, 4 years later, we have grown, or I should say, they've grown. I'm still pretty short, but they have grown into a class that I can look at with pride and admiration, knowing each and every student sitting before me has persevered and worked so hard to get to this point. now we stand here today as young adults, enjoying our last few moments as high school students, looking forward to the many exciting and unknown futures that are in store for us. And although I'm a little bit nervous, I'm not concerned for the future.
Because as someone who has worked, learned, and grown alongside everyone sitting before me, I know that we are ready for this next stage in our lives.
Of course, this accomplishment could not have been done without the many amazing people who have supported us along the way. To the teachers who have gone above and beyond to incorporate lessons of kindness, resilience, and respect into their classes, thank you. You've taught us how to learn, how to ask questions, and how to think critically. Thank you to the faculty for always working hard to make this school a safe and welcoming environment for everyone. Thank you to the cleaning staff, the coaches, the cafeteria staff, the volunteers, the school board, and every single person who has contributed to this education that we've received. And of course, thank you to the parents and guardians. I will take this moment to sincerely apologize on behalf of my entire class for spending these last few years as stubborn, annoying teenagers who ate your food and spent your money.
Oh, yeah.
But seriously, none of us would be here without your endless love and hard work, and we will carry your examples of perseverance and kindness no matter where we go.
While writing this speech and thinking about who to show gratitude to, I realized just how big the fabric of support is that has helped us fulfill this accomplishment. It is true that in each and every achievement, there is a multitude of people that help along the way, and this is no different. Even this graduation ceremony was brought into fruition from the collaboration between so many groups, as you heard Mr. Bell talking about. But as we all reflect on what it has taken each individual student to get to this point, I want to take a look at the fabric of support that has helped us all to get here and what we can learn from that. In every level of life, from our personal relationships to jobs to our places in society, we are the fabric that support each other, that lift each other up, and that work together to build a future that is better than today. Luckily, due to the people Michael mentioned earlier, we can be grateful that we have had exceptional role models throughout our time here who have taught us how to support each other. I have learned countless lessons during my time here at Ashland High School, but I believe this one is the most important as we venture into the unknown future. Michael mentioned that he was not sad or concerned for that future, but I can imagine that there are many of you here today who are. To those people, I want you to look at the faces of the young students sitting before you, or in your case, the backs of their necks, and know that each student is dedicated to supporting each other and building with each other a world that is better for everyone. For me, looking at all the students, well, half the students in my graduating class right now, I can feel my fears melting away, and I can see more clearly the brighter future that is in store for all of us. Cheers to the class of 2021. Thank you.
Thank you, Michael and Noah. Great job. I want to mention a few special student recognitions. This year's graduating class has produced 3 National Merit Scholars: Caitlin Kim, Reed Pryor, and Adele Robinson. It's an amazing achievement. In addition, this graduating class has also produced the very first U.S. presidential scholar in Ashland High School history. Caitlin Kim is one of only 2 graduating seniors to be named a U.S. presidential scholar from the state of Oregon. She graduated in the previous ceremony, but the achievement is so exceptional I felt it was important to mention again here, and it's worth celebrating. And now I'd like to recognize our seniors here tonight who have earned our high school's highest academic honors, our valedictorians. This year's graduating class has produced 13 valedictorians and 5 salutatorians. In order to be a valedictorian, a high school senior needs to have an unweighted GPA of 4.0 through all 4 years of high school, which is very difficult to do. In this ceremony, we have 6 valedictorians, so when I call your name, please stand. Our valedictorians are Julie Corey, Joshua Eskenazi, Aiden Hosford, Indigo Pinder Magana, Alyssa Rutiz, and Ethan Smith. We're incredibly proud of our valedictorians for their achievement. One last round of applause, please. Thank you. You can be seated. And now I'd like to introduce our first student speaker of the evening. Actually, he's our one and only student speaker of this evening, Justin Bowman. Come on up to the stage.
Hello everyone, thank you for coming. When I was going into my freshman year, one of my friends' parents told me, get ready for the 4 weirdest and most interesting years of your life. At the time, I didn't understand what he was talking about. I thought high school was going to be a breeze. 4 years of easily doing my homework, having fun with my friends after school, and playing some sports were certainly going to be pretty ordinary and straightforward. I think the reason seniors don't like freshmen is because of their completely unrealistic optimism to what's about to happen to them. After my junior and senior year consisted of a global pandemic that forced us to go to school on the internet for 12 months and resulted in more than half of America's population paying more for toilet paper than they would for a new iPhone, I would say my opinion of straightforward and ordinary has changed. Even if you take away COVID, I don't think any of my classmates would agree that high school was ordinary or straightforward. High school was probably the craziest time of our lives so far, but it's a time worth remembering. Hectic as it was, I have had some of my most memorable experiences in my life here, and I know I'm not the only one. For me, one of those experiences was Fugitive. For those of you who are not familiar, this is the game held every year in November where all the freshmen and sophomores would meet in the Bristol School parking lot around 10 at night with the juniors and seniors. The lower classmen would get a 30-second head start and try to make it across town to Triangle Park without getting caught by any of the upperclassmen who were in their cars chasing them. There was something very thrilling about running through the night from seniors who thought the speed limit was simply a casual recommendation of how fast you should drive, all to meet up again at a park with all of our friends and hear all the crazy stories of how everyone managed to arrive in one piece. After a typical school day, many of us either had Mr. Wolf's giant math assignment or an entire chapter of U.S. history IDs waiting for us when we got home, courtesy of Mr. Eward. Despite that, a lot of us still managed to spend time with either a team, sport, or club offered here. We gained new friendships and experiences. I think knowing that we all had at least 3 hours of homework right after whatever we were doing created an instant bonds between everyone at whatever practice or event we were at. One time, my team and I got home from a game around midnight. Right before we got off the bus, one of my friends said, "All right, guys, I'm going to do my 2 humanities projects and then head to bed early. Remember, this is already at 12. We all laughed, but then he turned to us and asked, "Does anyone else have to do these projects now too?" Slowly, every single person on the entire bus raised their hands. Speaking of homework and projects, I'd like to take a minute to acknowledge the people who gave them to us. Teachers, despite your relentless onslaught of papers that required twice as many words than we knew what to write about, assigning massive projects that you knew a lot of us would try to do in one night, and the constant tests that somehow happen to all end up on Thursday, I would like to offer a thank you. Having to oversee 25 or more students at a time packed together in a small room, usually all thinking about something other than what you're supposed to be learning about, is no easy task. AHS wouldn't have been the same without all of you. The amount of time you have spent for our benefit is unbelievable. To have to change your entire curriculum to teach it online, then to a hybrid, and then back to regular school again, takes a lot of effort, time, and dedication. So again, thank you for everything. You guys don't ever get to hear that enough. Class of 2021, I'm glad we can say that we finally made it. It's only for a few more minutes where Carl can say it's a great day to be a Grizzly and have it fully apply to us. It's been a crazy, amazing, stressful, and action-packed 4 years. Thank you for all the memories, the good, and even the not so good, that we have created and shared together. I wish the best for every single one of you and hope to see you all again one day. To everyone here, have a good evening and thank you.
Thank you, Justin. Just for the record, Fugitive, not a school sanctioned event. All right, next I would like to introduce Allie Poole. She's going to sing a song for us, At Last.
The skies above are blue. My heart is wrapped up in clover. The night I looked at you, I found a dream that I could speak to, a dream that I can call my own. I found a thrill to press my cheek to, a thrill that I have never known. Oh yeah, yeah. You smile,
right, now it is time for the presentation of the graduates. Special thanks tonight to Student Body Vice President Abigail McCleary, who will graduate first tonight, and then read the rest of our graduates' names. All right, this is the moment you've been waiting for, row one. Please stand, but you're going to have to give me just a minute because I have to move the podium.
Abigail McCleary.
Julie Corey. Alyssa Ortiz. Aiden Hostler. Josh Kizanati. Indigo Pender Magana. Ethan Smith. Michael Caraba. Jonathan Schreer. Julian Lowell. Taylor Troutman. Ina Granuba. Peregrine Streeper. Daniel Green.
Love you, Daniel!
Ivan Smith. Nathan Carter. Simon Cropper. Dylan Anway. Michael Nixon. Gabe Smith. Peter Jordan. Alon Solomon. Liam Sergel. Zephyr Alright. Jake Robitz. Dyson Young. Elijah Brown. Avery Jones. Daphne Spani. Yuki Saba Yamanuchi. Acacia Team. Jazz Wilkerson. Bergen Wells. Davy Jackson. Gino Ulysses. Luke Brasiero. Jalal Jamid. Sorry. Aaliyah Jackson. Sam Blissard. Samara French. Justin Bauman. Janessa Johnson. Janelle Shumway. Kendall Abel. Lilia Patterson. Elliot Warner. Alex DiCerio. Victor Jones. Errol Hartley. Adriana Newman. Jane Prescott. Sage Reddish. Joe Blake. Gull Faulkner. once more. Chloe, Cass, and he's her friend. Adelina Kendrick. Emmanuel Tierney. Gail Schmidt. Abby Goodman. Lily Ordway. Caden Pearson. Jacob Mejeres. Izzy Khan. Kane Kennerly. Xander Khan Valdez Bar L. Lila Munker. Bray Helger. Asher Zamani. Alexis Marie Rivera. Andrew Goringa. Dakota Ranger. Zoe Kiesacker. Pamela Novralaha. Odin Donastrov.
All right, graduates, you've done it. Please stand. As principal of Ashland High School, I certify to this audience that these seniors have met all graduation requirements of the state of Oregon and of the Ashland School District. Graduates, you may now move your tassels from right to left. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you the graduating class of 2021. Staff members, please meet our students by the gates for their final send-off.
take care of it for you.
Yeah.